Welcome to Next Steps in Hertfordshire. We're an organisation dedicated to supporting individuals who have learning disabilities, complex needs and autism to live the life they choose. Right from the beginning of our journey, we offer bespoke support that's built around the individual and their needs. The journey starts by identifying our bespoke proposal and transition plan together with families and professionals. We have achieved many successful transitions, including some high-profile winterborne projects. During the transition, our teams work together to collate information they've gathered from family members, professionals and other providers. They then use this information to formulate an in-depth plan of support ensuring best practice. A bespoke training plan for staff is designed tailored to each individual client. Next Steps believes that team building is a vital part of social interaction. We organise regular trips out with our staff and clients, such as bowling, meals out, and just recently, a fun-filled trip to a boating lake. A team of staff have supported Joan, a client, who was part of the Winterborne project to turn her life around within a 6-month period. From being in a hospital setting for approximately 37 years of her life, at the age of 65, now enjoys a fulfilled life, being part of the community, learning new things. She's now doing and learning new activities she chooses and enjoys.
I'm very happy, relaxed, being outside hospital. I've been there for 7 years. Before I met Next Step, I lived in Derby in a hospital where all the doors were locked. We couldn't go out when we wanted to. And I met Next Steps, and they helped me. They got meetings with us, and they showed us. They got a house for us. We looked at it, and I fell in love with it. I liked it, and I'm quite happy being there. They helped me to paint my own bedroom. I choose my own colour.
Joan has changed quite a lot since she's moved to Bishop's Stortford into her own house and working with Next Steps. Her staff has helped her to become more independent and blossom. She's loving working in a charity shop 2 days a week. She enjoys interacting with people. She can start a conversation, which was a bit difficult in the beginning.
No doors locked. I can go out when I want. I can ask staff to take me and they'll take me. I can go and see my boyfriend and my friend whenever I want to go. The staff at NextSteps takes me to places. I'm going to see my boyfriend on Tuesday.
Working with Joan is very rewarding. I always had a passion for working with people, but I think since meeting her and all the other ladies at Next Steps, it's just made that passion more alive.
I like Next Steps because they help me, they talk to me, and they listen to what we're saying. If we've got any problems.
We look for staff who demonstrate commitment and that their values and beliefs match the ethos of Next Steps. It can take us some time to ensure that this is right. Once a team is found, they'll meet with the families and, if appropriate, staff will be re-interviewed by the client, who will ultimately have the final say.
I decided to set up Next Steps in 2008. What really inspired me is my own family experience. I've seen how hard to find quality house, quality team to get the best for the loved ones. I'm very proud of what we have achieved, and we all work together, team, clients, families, as one big family, and this is what's all about Next Steps. It's one big family.
We helped a lady called Karen. She decided that she wanted to live on her own. She was living with her parents and she just wanted that next step. She was an adult and decided she wanted to become more independent, and this was the first step, was actually living with somebody else in the community, and then hopefully in the future she wants to live on her own and be able to do that.
I'm happy that I'm at Next Steps because I do a lot of things now by myself. I go to work on my own, I can walk to work, I can get a bus, I can go into town. Also, I've been on holiday with Joan to Turkey. We swam with dolphins. I went on a boat that I thought I wasn't going to do and jumped into the sea. Since being with NextSteps, I was a size 24 but now I am size 14 to 16. And I also do a lot of walking every day. Because I'm a lot healthier now, I come off a lot of meds. Mohammed and Sharon Ely has helped me to move into the first house with 3 other ladies. I knew 2 of them already.
The house that Karen is in is the first house that Next Steps open. Since then, we've gone on to support 12 clients to live an independent life in their own homes.
All the teams within Next Steps strive to use innovative ways to support each individual. Bespoke staff teams are sourced specifically to meet clients' needs to ensure a best possible match between the client and staff team. Emphasis is put on trying to match personalities and interests. The staff teams work in partnership with families and professionals. It's important that we provide a person-centred approach that clearly identifies client wishes and how they want to live their lives.
I enjoy the challenges that come with the role, and I enjoy making a difference to the service users' lives that I work with on a daily basis. Some are fortunate to have families, some less fortunate that there isn't much family input. So for some of the services, they rely on the team to maintain their life outside in the community. One of my clients, from where she was when she came in a year ago approximately, we've now just taken her on her first trip for a week, which was a massive success, and that was a lot of teamwork went into getting Samantha to that point for her to be able to manage that trip away and to be able to be a part of that experience. I'll always have their memories with me, and it makes the job all worthwhile. It's a fantastic journey to go through, and to be able to work with some fantastic colleagues as well, who are all there for the same reasons in helping these people maintain a normal, healthy life. Our client Sam had been with another care provider, and she had been very settled there and had been there for quite a few years to my knowledge. She bites. We've all been bit in the team, myself included. Sam was on some medication. We've now got Samantha weaned off of that medication. Sam has a fixation with food. We now are able to take Sam into restaurants where we can sit down. We'll inform the staff when we go in. We don't divulge any of our confidential information, but we'll always ask for somewhere quiet to leave. We may need to leave. She has come along so well, and even just sorting out the clothes washing, she couldn't even sort out the colours. And I sound so excited, I'm sorry. That these little things that we take for granted in our everyday lives, she wasn't able to do that, and we've done goals, and we've been monitoring the goals, and we've been working towards these goals, and now Sam can actually manage the task of dividing the whites, the darks, the colours. I'm so proud of, from when I first started working with Sam to where Sam is now. She has done so well. No, she really has done so well.
It's really great working for Next Steps. We are all as one. We work together, we socialise together. That's the team and the service users. We are one big happy family. I really enjoy spending time with the guy that I support. He's got a really good sense of humour. You can see it's life-changing for him to be part of his transition from the beginning to now. It's just been amazing, and it just makes me really happy to know that as a team we've all changed his life.
The teams regularly meet to discuss and identify individual goals and find new ways to encourage client participation that enables them to be part of the community and to live their life as independently as they can. Next Steps support each individual to find their ideal home. Families and professionals are all involved in finding this ideal home. Often, families will be the ones who choose the property for their family member.
The added dimension when we spoke to Next Steps was that they would take more care with our child. They seemed very interested in the details. Would that be right?
And also they knew that we knew our son more than anybody else, any institution, and so they were going to listen to us.
Along the way, the amount of face-to-face time that we spent with Next Steps and the way that they described the process, in certain respects it seemed quite long-winded, but with hindsight it was very beneficial, because they did take a lot of time to understand the responsibility and the idiosyncrasies of Fred's situation.
When we first met him, he was very bubbly, but we had some behaviours. Now we have completely calmed those down. He's come out of his shell, he's into music, dancing, he'll interact with staff at the house and within the community, coffee shops, parks, and he lives with a guy called Albie as well.
Their experience with dealing with people in Fred's situation has meant that it's been an incredibly smooth transition for him.
We all put our own aspects into helping each other as well as helping Freddie. It does work brilliantly because we see it from different point of views, different angles, and what might work for one doesn't necessarily work for another, so we help to encourage our staff at Next Steps to lead the best life possible for Freddie that's going to benefit him.
We made the horrible decision of saying, you know, it's best that Fred tries to find a new home, and it was a home rather than an institution we wanted him to go to. He is very much a homeboy, so we wanted to put him into a home from home, which is what Next Steps have given him. He's gone to a beautiful house. He's only 4 miles down the road. He lives with a friend, and he has 24 hours, 7-day-a-week care. They've given him opportunities. They've settled him in very quickly, and they have made him more independent than he could ever, or I have given him the time at home, and he now has an outlook on life that's more of an adult perspective in his terms, in his abilities.
Staff bond between Freddie and us has increased dramatically since they moved into the house.
6 weeks after the transition took place, people are noticing things about him which we would never have imagined they would have found so quickly. So I think the quality of care that he's experiencing and that Next Steps have facilitated is frankly beyond our expectations.
We've always been involved in every step of the way, the decisions, Fred's transition, and even now you do feel like a family, from the top to those that care for Fred on a day-to-day basis. I'm really at ease.
It makes me feel warm that I've managed to help someone else lead that life that they deserve to be leading, like bringing new skills into them. We're helping them with their cooking, their cleaning, but they're also participating within it.
My first job was with my service user Ian. I first met him in Enfield Care Home for a transition. I was with him for a couple of days, seeing how he was. I felt that he didn't have much quality of life, wasn't able to go out very much, do a lot of things that possibly I'm able to do.
The staff there was bullying me, everything, so I had to leave.
We arrange trips for him, we do things with him, goes to football, he likes gardening, so we try and find him gardening projects.
They take me shopping, do things like that, get things at Tesco's, Aldi's shopping centre and all that. Sometimes I go swimming twice a week.
He's helping to cook for himself, he's helping around the house, keeping his flat tidy. It's basically down to independent living.
I tidy my flat quite a lot. Wash it out sometimes. I left 2 dishes that probably this morning I meant to wash it out. I'll do that when I get back.
He loves the staff. He gets on very well with everybody. He's progressed immensely.
We do not believe in position, we believe in as a family. So even though I'm placed as a team leader, I'm not a team leader in our eyes. We are all equal and we all belong together as a family. I love the company and I love the way we work. I also have a mild learning disability myself and I'm dyslexic, and growing up and working within the care industry, I've never had the opportunities to grow and develop myself. Because I was always pushed back. But when I joined Next Steps, they saw me as a person, not as someone to be based in the office. And that's the good thing I like about my job, being hands-on. And I am growing now from a senior support worker. I've done team leader. I'm also now the trainer. I'm also the autism lead. And eventually I will be moving up to the management level. But the agreement was that I would always be hands-on because I always want to be with that person parts of their life to see them develop. Next Steps, as well as look after the customers with support, they also look after their staff and they treat us like family, and we all look after one another.
At Next Steps, we believe that effective communication, teamwork and leadership is central to the support we offer. All the individual staff teams work collectively to support each other. Next Steps is like one big family where everyone has opportunities to thrive and succeed.
I think improving people's lives, it's just very rewarding, absolutely rewarding, and it's very emotional as well to see the difference for all our clients that we have been honoured to support over the years.